And welcome back, everyone. We are back with part 7 of We'll Play It Live for Mass Effect 1, the Legendary Edition. Last time we visited back to the Citadel, and Shepherd had to help out a young girl who was rescued by Alliance. But she was a little unstable, to say the least. And again, that mission, I remember me, really sort of hit a chord with me. Because again, the girl, her name is Talitha. She really went through a lot of trauma being captured by Batarian raiders when she was only 6 years old. And of course, they had to do a few other things on the Citadel. Had to deal with some family drama with somebody. Had to stop an actual artificial intelligence who was funneling credits on the Citadel to itself so it can be installed in a starship. But when it got discovered, it ultimately wanted to self-destruct. But we pretty much just disabled it by pressing buttons and hacking it, essentially. But we got the job done, and of course, we also had to deal with the obsessive fan Conrad Werner again. But we got some more stuff in the galaxy.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. You don't come off very well. She talked rings around you.
I couldn't just walk away.
She shouldn't have ambushed you. We have a press corps for a reason. Nobody's blaming you. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Of course, you know, this is the reason why. At least this is actually a good comforting thing in the next game. You actually can punch her in the face. Well, again, you can just do the Paragon interrupt, but I know here in the first game you can't just do it by just hitting the renegade dialogue option. But, you know, again, my Shepherd is trying to right wrongs, even though she's dealt with emotional trauma herself. Because, again, it's really hard losing your family and your friends on your home colony. And again, at least Shepherd was at least a teenager when the Batarians attacked Mindoir, but Talitha was only 6 years old. She was just a child. It's really sad. But anyway, let's get out in the galaxy and start finding some stuff. Serpent Nebula. Voyager Cluster, Armstrong Nebula. That's where Armstrong Nebula is when we're gonna get that Geth mission. But we'll deal with that like right after we deal with Pharos. Or yeah, we'll deal with that after Pharos. We'll deal with the Geth attacks after Pharos, and then Novaria is gonna be the mission where we gotta confront Matriarch of Benezia on that system. Well, let's head to the Argos Row cluster. I think that's probably where Rex's family armor may be. Let's go check it out. Normandy is away.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepherd, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepherd. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
That basically aligns with treason. I mean, seriously. Again, Kahoku is an admiral with the Alliance. You would think that, yeah, harming somebody would actually not result in treason. But given who we're going to deal with in the next game, I don't think he even cares. Besides, again, we already know about what Cerberus is. We learn more about them in the next game. We know they're a human survivalist and supremacist group, but yes, they're not trying to advance the interests of anybody but themselves. Ah, I knew it. This is the right system. This is where we can find Rex's family armor. Okay. Tuntao is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet thick in atmosphere and methane. Oh, hey, Revan. Aren't you gonna be streaming Hogwarts Legacy soon? Despite the site nearly being 20 AU from Phoenix, it's the star's great heat and thickness of its atmosphere has made the surface surprisingly temperate. Possible colony world, but again, it's still kind of a pretty cold place. Just look at those ice cracks. Ice lake. It's not habitable. Oh, it's not habitable. Not possible. No, it's not even viable for a colony. Deposits of light materials, wild. Its relative pleasantness on its surface and making conditions are popular for small ships to travel through the Argos and to land and for drive discharge. Interesting. Sun blasted. Yep. Gas giant. Hydrogen helium gas giant, no remarkable features. Alright, let's head on down to Tao. Well, I'm pretty sure everyone's talking about it, and I mean, I have no interest in it, but it's still kind of crazy that there are always people that are trying to discredit this game and say it's a bad game. It's a bad game because it's made by a bigoted lady. For all those losers complaining about Hogwarts Legacy, the woman who created the Harry Potter franchise and the Wizarding World in general, that woman has made billions of dollars. And what the heck have those losers like those guys? What the heck have they done with their lives? Oh, right, they've done nothing with them except complain on the internet about crap that isn't even a problem. People are excited because, again, yeah, there are still a lot of Harry Potter fans out in the world, and yeah, a game that appeals to them is perfect. So they need to kindly stop. People have already bought it. People are giving it rave reviews and whatnot. And I think people seem to like it. So they just need to stop. Okay, so yeah, gotta get Rex. We gotta bring Rex along for this mission because I know what we're looking for on this planet. And I'll take Tally too. let's check the map. Let's go check out that anomaly first. Oh wait, what's up? It's a protein pyramid. That's probably for those protein data bits. Alright, it's gonna open up. Probably gonna open up that kind of thing. Forgot about that. Oh, more AXP for me, game. I know one thing. Like I said, though, I think I tweeted out earlier. No, I actually did. The reason why I'm late is because I had to make some precautions. I got a certain note on my apartment door about something that's going to be happening, so I had to go deal with it. So, of course, I had to make some precautions. Look at that. Protein pyramid. It's a pyramid structure. Huh. This is no importance.
Let's get moving.
You lead. I'll follow.
Kepler version, huh? We'll probably knock out these two missions. Same cluster. Century system, that's probably... Yeah, that's probably the thing about Major Kyle. It's most likely what that is. And annihilated. Accelerate such lights and fire. It's crazy. Let's head in.
I know who runs this place.
Have you been here before?
No, but I was planning to come here before you and I met. This place belongs to a Turian scum named Ton Actus. It's a long story, but he's got something that belongs to me.
What is it?
Family armor. It's been with us for over 5 generations. Turian military took it from my father's father after the war. Somehow this ass wound up with it. I want it back.
We'll get it back. Now let's move.
Right behind you.
I'm right here.
forgetting that.
Good as new.
What the hell?
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepherd.
Damn, that was a weird glitch if anyone noticed that. We'll handle those two missions, and then we'll head to the Sol system to deal with that rogue VI, and then we'll deal with Dr. Salian. What else? Let's go to the journal again. Survey team and the hostage. They're both in the same cluster, so we can deal with both of those. And of course, we'll deal with the rogue guy. let's head down. Talk to some of our crew and also do some arming.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
And what do they think?
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
You ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Got a story there, Alenko?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Canadics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I'm sure Canadics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Why not? Let's go talk to Leora.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Nice.
Do you know who Matriarch Venezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepherd. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Venezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Venezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepherd.
Let's go talk to Rex. And then we gotta start arming everybody. We're gonna need a lot of those supplies.
What do you want, Shepherd?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Sol... All I know, every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepherd. I can't change that. Nobody can.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
So long, Rex.
Shepherd.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go,
We saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with it. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Sorry, just putting something in the chat, everybody.
traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is
Welcome to
beautiful,
Second Viewer.
but you can't raise a family there.
Fine,
I
you're
cannot
gone.
rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? Well, I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Yeah, the thing is, some people really say they don't like Ashley, but again, look, it's just kind of just the whole steam from, again, just, soldier, you're a human soldier, this is a human ship. And again, she is just kind of thinking about Earth's interests. I mean, again, when we actually do venture out in the galaxy in our own reality at some point in the future, yeah, we will. There will be some people who still will think of Earth's interests as our own. And yeah, the thing is, Ashley is God-fearing, and of course, she also likes poetry, and that I can admire in a way. Because, look, I could say that I'm a person of faith myself. I mean, again, I've gone through some pretty crazy stuff, but I always thank God to know that I'm still here. We are the Prodigy Amp. Okay. Let's talk to the Alliance Requisition Officer.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Still don't got enough for it. Let's equip Garrus with some other stuff again. Garrus, not Kate. Let's head back out there. Wait, I didn't talk to Tally though. Talk to her real quick.
Shepherd, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people,
Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen, but it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepherd. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Now let's get back out in the galaxy. Okay, let's deal with the... Right, let's go deal with the rope. No, wait, no, we'll do no, I think we'll do that near the end of the stream. Let's go find that survey team first. Just kind of still someone thinking about this unexpected thing that just came up. I don't want to get into it. It's just ridiculous what is needed to deal with it. Let's go find that. looks a whole lot different than the last game. The original version.
Just lead the way.
it's like a third person man just basic classic Taoism, you just gotta go with the flow of everything that goes on in your life.
Nobody's been here for a while.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
We should check out the excavation site. Could be some answers there.
Warlord is in this star cluster too. We're gonna go deal with him too.
Some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
It must be some.
I'm here if you need me. Right behind you, Shepherd.
Good as new.
Dragon's teeth. It's a Gethra here too. Anything else in this room? Oh, looking good, Garrus. Okay. I guess we can just get out of here now. So they unearthed dragon seed that turned them into husks. And again, we already know what it is. So that means the Geth must have been here. Back in the Mako and get back to the Normandy. Okay. Try to level up a little bit first. I think I want to resolve the whole thing with We'll go back and get with them later. Alright, now try to level up and deal with them right now. Oh, look at this godforsaken rock. Hey, Killzone. Don't worry about it. Besides, I know I'm a little late because I had some. I got a really rude notice, really insane notice of something that I can't even do, and I have to really make a lot of preparations tomorrow. Like I might even have to skip the stream the day after that. I don't even know because I gotta get everything prepared for everything's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen Thursday. It's just annoying that I have a lot of time to prepare and just like. It's just weird. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but it's just like I'm just like I was kind of stressing about it. I just don't even know what the heck I'm even gonna try to do. But even then, everything has been pretty wonky. It's just something that has to deal with like my apartment and whatnot. It's just stuff like that. It's just really weird. Okay, so there it goes on. Let's go deal with those biotic extremists real quick. Hop over to the Granada system. Oh, Protein data disk. Okay, let's get on board. Let's add Caden and Yara to the squad. We can also get some unique dialogue too.
On me!
Intruders! Kill the hawk!
Get me next time.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you? I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through. Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth. I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
Just repeat dialogue. Alright, there's the Brit, there's the... taken care of. Resolved that without issue. Sitting in this chair for a long time is always hard on you. Always. Okay, let's go take care of the other crime lord. Kepler Verge. Of course we have.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, nice. Someone thought this was the Turian homeworld, but it's Palavin. It's Paladin, not Paravin. Mavagon. Solid gold. Solid gold.
Fast. The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element Zero core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, the core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain. Combat.
And our first appearance of underground structures. Those are incendiary rounds? I doubt that. So they were having drinks. I guess now we gotta go deal with Helena Blake. I'm not sure we can kill it. I'm not sure if we'll be able to kill her though or not, but if we can. Then again, she'll show up in 2 if we let her if we help her, if we let her live. No, it's just having a chat, but again, I'm streaming at the moment. I'm gonna talk to Joker real quick.
Commander, something you need?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not top of my class in flight school. I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
gotta read them all. What the heck? What's the button all the way on the floor? Oh boy.
Hello again, Commander Shepherd. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we gonna have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepherd.
actually have anything. Okay. Alright, let's go deal with that first. Let's go see if we can contact the terrorists first. Then we'll deal with the VI, and then we'll end the stream. Run the horse there, Yep, that's that. Yep, Celius has got to be there.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
This is my kill, Garrus.
You're all crazy!
What was that, Shepherd?
Never hesitate when you've got the enemy in your sights, Garrus.
Point taken. Well, I guess we're done here.
I should have hit finish him. I'm gonna try to restart that part. Let's change it up.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
Sorry I had to do this, guys, but I really want to hear this response.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
That was...
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
I just wanted to hear, I think I wanted to hear that response, but... Okay, we're just gonna go through it one last time, and we're gonna go do it the old... So we're gonna do this one more time. And I missed the thing. Being too busy streaming and whatnot. Rex would have some extra dialogue if you bring him along too.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
I think I actually do like this one because, again, Silius is a scumbag and he pretty much deserved to die.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
That was... satisfying.
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Description skill was too low. No, I know. Sorry I had to show it to you guys 3 times, but I wanted to see that response. But again, I've already seen what happens when you just go with the Paragon response. I've done that multiple times. Throughout playthroughs I've done years prior. Now let's go deal with that Prothean VI on Luna. Let's go talk to him real quick.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
It'll depend on the situation. I'm not committing to anything until I've got him in my sights.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm right behind you, Commander.
Good.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Got enough to get this mod. To get the pistol, but yeah, forget it. Now, I'd say it's time to head home. Well, technically it's home. Again, this would make a lot more sense if this Shepherd was Earthborn, but she was born in the colonies. Let's head back to Earth, deal with that rogue VI, and then we're gonna end the stream. We've gone on for a good while now. What? No, it's a shame though. I could have talked to Paul of the Star Wars guys on his channel. It was just a simple chat stream, but I missed out because I was too busy streaming this. And I've just been thinking about all the other stuff I have to worry about tomorrow. And again, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to stream the next couple of days, considering what I gotta do entails. Okay, to put it bluntly, everybody, they're gonna be fumigating my apartments. It's gonna be annoying. actually said I gotta move everything out of my apartment so they can do it, but I'm not even sure. It's just like, at least that's what they say, but I tried to talk to my dad and he says otherwise. I should just try to cover everything up in my apartment. I don't understand, but I don't know how the heck these people expect me to move everything out in just a day, in just like a little under a day. Local cluster. So let's head to Earth. Alright. Welcome to the Sol System, our the home system of humanity. Okay, Mercury. A handful of solar power stations exist at the peaks of eternal light at the north and south poles of Mercury. Difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the sun, orbital velocity, have limited development. Solar power station, but what the heck are they power for what exactly? Is my question. I mean, Mercury would be the really remote place on one of the most remote places in the solar system. Population is over 340. Next up, let's go to Venus. Its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere. Venus is only a handful of aerostat research outposts. Population 800. And again, Venus is obviously very. Its surface radius is similar to Earth's, but again, it's only got like one. I'm not sure I calculate, but it's got a lot less. It's like one eighth Earth's gravity, I think. I'm not sure if I'm calculating that right. And now, let's go to Mars. Let's skip Earth first. Mars. Considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of fast light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole, the historically preserved center of the Protean ruins found there. Imagination development restricted Protean artifact. The search for Protean artifacts continues. Now, there actually is the most populous of all the colonies, of the in-system colonies and outposts in the entire solar system. Lowell City, colony founded 2103, population 3.4 million. And what else? Surface gravity is one third Earth's. Let's move on to the largest planet of the solar system, Jupiter. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation has kept its moon from being significantly exploited. Its largest outpost is Binary Helix Corporation terrorist facility. Attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. Population 9,100 on all the moons. I mean, you could probably set up mining outposts on like Ganymede, but again, it's like all the radiation from its magnetosphere is what makes it dangerous. Now, my favorite planet, well, next to our home planet, Saturn. Saturn's been a major source of helium-3 for fusion plants since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined for hydrocarbons and the use of hostile environment training facility for the Alliance military. Population Orbitals in Titan, 117,000. Capitals, Heliogen's Dome. Interesting. Over 100,000 people are living on Titan. Now it's the 7th planet in our solar system, Uranus. I'm sorry. Sorry, I get that joke. I've got a feeling in that other joke that we're gonna see in Mass Effect 2, but I'm not gonna really exploit that. But we already get the joke. Now it's, no, that's been used before. Now it's called Eurectum. Oh man. After development of Mass Effect FTL drive, distant Uranus has been the target of a land rush to exploit a combination of plentiful helium-3 fuel and shallow gravity well. So you could easily mine Uranus for all this helium-3 extraction. Today, Uranus is the largest producer of helium-3 in Alliance space. Alright, population 371,000. Capital Sakmarov Station. And now it's a Russian name. And now the outermost of all our planets. Wait. Oh, yep, here it is. One of the outermost, second outermost gas giant. I butchered that. The outermost gas giant, Neptune. Named after the Roman god of water. Neptune, like Uranus, has plentiful helium. Its remoteness has made it a promising target for mining before development of Mass Effect FTL. With Uranus cheaper to exploit, it has never been seen in extensive development. Permanent human presence. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton. Population only 70. Looks like Neptune's the odd one out here. And now the outermost of all planets, and to some, not even considered a planet at all, Pluto. Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It's mainly known as the gravitational anchor to the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon, orbit each other. Pluto's orbit was circulated in 2157 as a side effect of Charon mass relays recovery operations. Population, gateway stations, 9,300. It's point G, so you could really just be floating around there. Now, let's head and take a look at our own homeworld. One and only, and also an entry in the Codex, Planet Earth. Detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth's orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Yep, so all the satellites. But it makes you wonder, by the 22nd century, you don't think we've cleared all that stuff for moving everything out of there? And are we looking at the upper part of Canada? I'm not sure. Yeah, but here we go. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitudes above 85 kilometers. Population on the surface, 11.4 billion. They say that, then when we read in the Codex. Population L4 and L5 station, 250,000. Orbital distance, 1 AU. Orbital period, 1 Earth year. Radius, 6,378 kilometers across. diameter. Day length 23.9 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1 atmosphere. Temperature 23 Celsius. So average temperature in Fahrenheit would be at least 73 degrees Fahrenheit average temperature. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure global warming has done a few things. But we're not going to go visit Earth. We're going to visit our moon, Luna. An early source of helium-3, Luna is now mined for materials in space for space habitat construction. 24 major stations have been constructed at Earth's L4 and L5 stations as lag range points, all from lunar resources. Colony founded 2169, literally 100 years after the first lunar landing. Population 4.1 million. Capital Armstrong. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's you, Neil. Atmosphere, trace atmosphere. Well, again, it's just a planetoid. It's a moon. I can't believe nighttime lasts 2 weeks on it. Orbital distance from Earth 384,000 kilometers. But again, communication between Earth and the moon will be instantaneous. At least I hope. But let's land. Oh gosh, I don't want my lower back. I've been sitting so long. Let's get this done. We can probably call it a stream. But since we're here in an Earth-controlled system, let's pick our 2 human squad mates, Ashley and Caden. Pretty sure they'd like to see the view of of our home. Roger, Houston, the Mako has landed. Whoa. Wow. Quite a view. Excuse me. Ruin the moment. Wow. What a view would be to view the Earth from the moon itself. Is that Earth? That's it. It looks so small. It's about to get a whole lot bigger. You know what? Better, I got another joke. I think we all know what this is. Wait. It's all Earth? Yeah. We're human, Shepherd. Wait, come on. We've been training for this stuff for years. How can you not know this, you fucking idiot? I'm so sorry. I just had to make that meme. I know. It's just a variation of it's all Ohio. But, again, my respects to what's actually going on over there. It's ironic that I'm going to have to that there's horrible chemicals being put in the atmosphere that have been burned up into the atmosphere in the immediate area around that town. And also, of course, we have to deal. And of course, I have to get my apartment fumed in the next couple days. This is going to suck.
Ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Say the word.
On your order. Ready to move.
Sorry, I just can't stop admiring the view. It's beautiful. And there's the sun. Beauty of Earth. Let's listen to the codex real quick.
The the home world and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening, as arcology skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
And I think what they say in the Codex, we have the three most prominent and most advanced nations on Earth are, of course, what we can see from orbit, which is now known as the United North American States. So yeah, Canada and Mexico have been incorporated into the United States now. So again, it's now known as the UNAS now. United North American States. And of course we have the European Union and apparently the People's Federation of China. So yeah, I'm not sure if like again it's incorporated into if it's been incorporated into Japan, or I don't really know. But I hope that Japan and there's a few other Asian countries are still like sovereign nations themselves. Or if it's a part of a federation, that I can only assume that, you know, China kind of, well, took over most of those countries, I guess. But, I don't really know. But still, I can understand that places like, a lot of places like the Middle East or Sub-Saharan Africa are extremely overpopulated. India, most likely also. So, yeah. But we got work to do. We got Protein VI to take care of. Guess like we hit the 3-hour mark. First far we've gone for 3 hours. Training facility. I guess this thing suffers from the rule 3 cliche. Disable 3, any given thing, and yeah. One cluster taken care of. 2 more to go. Ah, crud.
Negative contacts, Commander. Area secured.
Eat this!
Area secured. Bring it on.
Oh boy. It's been a long stream today. I made it completely late. So I don't anyone watching later on. I apologize that I won't be able to be streaming for at least a couple of days. Cluster to go, and then we can end the stream.
Moving out.
I gotta be more careful.
Fuck. Please tell me I don't have to do all that again. Oh no. I should hit save. Jeez. Man, I really should have hit save before I went to the third cluster. Damn it, I don't really think about this kind of stuff. And they really save it at the weirdest times. It is getting late. I'm really, really sorry about this, folks. I am very sorry, folks, but really, I really gotta go to bed. I really do. But to everyone, thank you who was tuning in. Thank you all for watching. See you guys later. And may God, the Force, and the power protect you always. Jeez, that was insane. This has been a very insane day for me, at least. See you guys next time. Hopefully in a couple of days when all this crap is sorted out. Peace out.